A good larb can be life-changing, is what my wife Dipti once said. Larb is a Thai meat salad of cooked ground pork with fresh ingredients like onions, mint and coriander, tossed in an epic dressing that's sweet, spicy, sour and salty. But it's this secret ingredient that takes it from good to great. We'll be making ours with pork today, and we'll also find out if this Thai favorite will appeal to the Indian palate. Watch till the end to find out. Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Folks, if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I love Thai food, and I even did a Thai food series on this channel when I was on the keto diet. You can click here on the I button and watch those recipes. Now today we are going to be making a dish called Larb, and to quote my wife Dipti, she said when we were in Bangkok, a good larb can be life-changing. So taking those words, we're going to make larb today. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. We start with the secret ingredient, which is toasted rice powder. Get your pan on the stove and add some sticky jasmine rice. This is raw rice, not cooked. Now you just dry roast it till it gets nice and toasty. Make sure you keep the heat consistent and keep the pan in motion because we want to try and get a nice even color across all the grains of rice. Once your rice is roasty and toasty and a beautiful shade of golden brown, remove it from the pan and set it aside to cool. You can powder the rice using a mortar and pestle, but trust me, it's a lot of elbow grease. And I'm definitely looking for the faster, more convenient option. Which is why once it's cooled down, I put it in my food processor and give it all a good blitz. And our toasted rice powder is ready. This, my friends, is the secret ingredient that takes your larb from good to great. Now I chop up some green onions for the larb. Normally you would use shallots for this recipe, but red onions are all I got, so I use those. I slice one of them into half moons and the other one sauté style, just for a little difference in texture. Then I get some coriander or cilantro as some of you call it and chop that roughly as well. And finally some mint leaves which I pluck from the stem. If your mint leaves are very big, you can chop them roughly, but these are fine as they are. Time to make the dressing for our larb, and I start with some brown sugar, chili flakes or chili powder, fish sauce, and then I cut and juice one lime, give it a good mix to dissolve the sugar and then taste for seasoning. Mine needed some more lime, chili and a touch of sugar, and my dressing is now absolutely banging and ready to use. Let's cook our pork, so get the pan on the stove and heat up some oil. Add in your pork mince, and now you gotta break up the meat. The idea here is to just cook the meat through when not looking to get some browning on this or caramelize the pork, so just keep moving the meat. Break up any big pieces, and once it's fully cooked, we should be good to go. If there is a bit of liquid in the pan, no worries, it becomes part of the dressing. Allow your pork to cool for a bit because this is not a hot salad. It's a warm or rather room temperature salad. You still want the herbs to remain fresh and not cook. Anyway, once it's cooled a bit but still warm, we add in our onions and give everything a good mix. The residual warmth will take some of the sharpness off the onions. Same with the spring onion that we add next. Add some of the toasted rice powder, then our dressing, and give everything another good mix. Now our salad has cooled down enough to add the fresh coriander and our mint, and give it one final good mix, and the larb is done and ready. Now to serve it, put it all in a bowl and finish with another sprinkling of that toasted rice powder, a sprinkle of chili and a squeeze of lime. And our larb is ready. This is such a great dish, full of umami because of the fish sauce. I can't wait to dig in. I mean, just look at that delicious and fresh looking meat salad. I taste it and it is absolutely banging and packed full of flavor. Hoo yeah! It's got a kick though, spicy! Anyway, let's find out if everyone else is as big a fan as I am. Have you ever had Thai food?
If you can, as in definitely the green and the red curry Thai, that's about it.
No, but just the generic red Thai curry, green Thai curry, that sort of stuff.
I have. I love Thai food. I feel like I've been lucky enough to try a lot of good Thai food in Bombay.
I have. I've actually been to Phuket. But I don't know anything. I think I just like food, so I know what tastes nice.
So I've made larb today for you.
Okay.
And this is the pork version.
Amazing.
So here you go.
Hi. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is so good.
Interesting. The spice doesn't hit you for the first 3-4 seconds. I like it. It does. It's a bit salty. and then slowly the spice hits you.
There's a nice crunch to it. That's the first factor that comes through. A little bit spicy, juicy. It's really nice. It's really tasty.
Already it's like pungent, sour, all my favorite flavors. Like this is what I love about Thai food. The onions are definitely like adding a whole different layer of like pungent versus sour, and yeah, I love this.
Cool. So if you had to rate this dish now on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
8.25 for sure, like a solid 8.25 in my mind.
9.
I think 7.5.
Close to a 8 to 9.
Hey guys, I didn't hold back on the spice, but yet nobody found it very spicy. So you can definitely spice up your larb even more than I did if you like it spicy. Anyway, let me taste. It is spicy. Oh, that is spicy. I mean, I can eat it and enjoy it, but normally, yeah, I think larb is spicier than this and I can't eat it. But this is delicious. I hope you guys are going to make this. If you do, let me know how it turned out. And I'm going to go finish my larb now, and I'll see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. Also, a big thank you to all my supporters on Patreon and the YouTube channel memberships. You are all awesome. And if you'd like to support me, the links are in the video description box just below this video. Take care, everybody, and make sure you eat some larb. I love you guys. In the words of my wife Dipti, a good life can be larb changing. I have to retire.